Swahili and translated in English. No, they wrote 2 national anthems. How blessed are we as a country to be able to have 2 national prayers. 2. If you read these national anthems, they have very different messages. And the mockery on social media has been Kenyan conmanship. Mbona tunaambiwa hii ni hii? But what they don't know is that there are 2 national anthems. 2. I don't think there's any country in the world that has 2. I don't know about the other countries. I haven't looked at other translations. But I do know this because I had it from this gentleman. The country wrote 2 national anthems. Swahili anthem. Every time that song plays, a prayer is being raised. Every time the national anthem is playing, we are praying. We are praying. I don't know whether you felt like me, but when they were singing it in Swahili, my natural instinct is to lift my hands. Is to lift my hands. I don't know whether you watch international events and you watch sportsmen when they win their trophies and they're standing there and they hold their hearts, whichever country, different countries of the world, even Kenyans, when they hold their hearts and they're so passionately standing there representing their countries and hearing the national anthems playing, many of them cry. Because what an honor to have your country's national anthem played. What an honor to raise our prayer to the Almighty God for Kenya in English and in Swahili. Worship team, sorry to delay you a bit, but allow me to come closer to home. Every 5 years, we have the security forces, the detail, they give us what they call hotspots. And over the years, we have gotten used to seeing Kibera as being a hotspot. We have gotten used to that tag. And I want us to pray for Kibra today, because today a new sound is being raised from Kibra. It's not the sound of warfare. It's not the sound of fighting. It's not the sound of quarrels. It's a sound of praise. It's a sound of peace, because we know who we have believed. And we are releasing a new sound in Kibera this morning. We are releasing a new sound in Kibera this morning. We are saying in the words of Kibera that in Sarangombe, in Woodley, which is also Golf Course or Kenyatta, in Makina, in Lainisaba, in Lindi, a new sound shall be raised. Because Kibera is called by God's name. Kibra will no longer be considered a hotspot in Nairobi. Kibra will be seen as a model of peace, because we are releasing a new sound. We who are called by his name are releasing a new sound into the atmosphere. We are changing the atmosphere. We are changing the atmosphere in Kibra, because we are called by his name. We are called by his name, and we are taking that authority. The other day, Pastor Musula told us in Isaiah 65 that before we call him, he will answer. If that remains a prayer of our heart, that before we call him, he will answer, let's get on our feet. Let's sing the national anthem. Feel free to raise your hands. Let's worship the Lord as we sing the national anthem. Allow me to invite Pastor Paris and our elder. Allow me to invite you so that we can also pray. We release a new sound in this country. Pastor Paris, you will pray for the different elected leaders. Please come to the phone. You pray for MCAs and MPs. Elder Nyapara, please come to the front. You'll pray for the women reps and the senators. And as I close, I will pray for the president and the governors. I hope we have that. MPs and MCAs, Pastor Paris. Elder Nyapara, women rep and senators, and I pray for the governor and president. But before we do that, our worship will lead us in the national anthem. Feel free to raise your hands.